But let's come in. Let's say hi to some folks. Not all the comments came in through the software, so we'll do it this way. Nick was here. How you doing, everybody? Let's go, Mats. Malone's here saying good afternoon, all. Which single will show up today? Yeah, that's the big question, right? Oh, man. How many games is this Marlins series? Too many. Natalie's here saying, hey. Yeah, and Malone says one too many. Agreed. This late in the year. Hey, Alan Joseph Kelly is here as well. Welcome in, everybody. We'll keep an eye on the other games that are going on. Let's see here. I was not able to watch any of the college football last night. My Hulu TV is still out. I don't know what's going on. I have canceled my subscription, but I still have it through September 8th, I think it says. But can't watch it anyway, so what's the difference? The Cardinals and Reds are in the top of the 5th inning, tied up at 3. And Padres and Twins, no score in the bottom of the 2nd. All other games later. Is there a night game tonight? Oh, the Braves and Phillies. That's why our guy, play-by-play with JJ, is doing his Diamond Zone. You're getting ready for your fancy football draft. Wow, fancy, huh? Uh-oh. And it looks like I have a computer issue already. We should be good to go on the vertical side. No, it has nothing to do with football. Would be a great fantasy baseball team name. All right, we have not missed any of the game yet. Let me make sure we're good to go on all the sides. Over on the playback side, let me know if we're good to go. All right, there we go. Welcome in, everybody. I see Charles is here. Jonathan's here. Steve, hey all, number one Philly fan here. I come in peace. You are not the number one Philly fan. Bam is the number one Philly fan. Afternoon, John and everybody. Let's go, Senga. Let's get a W today. El Good is here. What's up? Welcome back in, El Good. Danny's back saying, what up, big dog? Oh, hold nope. Let me see if this is working since my Hulu TV is not working. I do have the game through MLB TV, so the game's not an issue. Yes, my subscription will be canceled, Hulu. All right. K-Man says, hear you loud and clear. Good. Good to go. Fantasy baseball too long for me. I give credit to those that don't do it. The only fantasy I do now is the fantasy league we run here for football. I don't do any hockey. Don't do any baseball. You disagree? Well, you can disagree, but Bam's a Philly fan and he's a mod on my channel, so he's the number one Philly fan. Did anyone hear the stats Gary rattled up? No, I did not. I'm still trying to make sure everything's good to go. Charles says he'll be in and out because of bad weather. Yeah, it should be. Should be good to go. Oh, maybe not. Nope, I am not. I got the game going, but I am not over there. Now we should be good to go. Should be good to go. Here we go. We're getting underway. The first pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. But welcome in, Steven. All fans are welcome here as long as you're full fight. Didn't hit the mute button on the microphone. How about that, huh? 2-2 the count. Man, clown shoes this morning. Bad job. I should fire myself. The 2-2. Swung on a missed. There's the forkball. That's supposed to be the out pitch. Not 33% of the time pitch. Hulk smash that like button. Yes, it does. Yep, thank you everybody for letting me know I was muted. Tagging in Sir John with a tombstone pile driver. I got the WWE on right there. Clash in Paris getting ready to get started. I don't even know if I'm live. I am live. The 1-0. Outside. Ooh, called the strike. 1-1. Frank says you can't fire yourself. I'm addicted. The 1-1 up high. 2-1. We can't have you an iPad Alcatraz. Don't fire yourself. Fired. The 2-1. Swung on a miss. 2-2. My favorite video game series of all time coming out with their next installment in October. You guys, I'm going to disappear after that. No, not Grand Theft Auto. Outside. 3-2. Great sports day. Mets, WWE, Miami versus Notre Dame. You're too good to see you go. Battlefield 6 is coming out. Battlefield 6 is coming out in October. Bounce in the dirt. 1 out walk. Do you think Peterson needs a little rest before the playoffs? Jonathan says, won't be seeing you then. Awesome game. Yup. I didn't know it was coming, or else I would have signed up for the beta. Charles says, without commitment, you'll never start, and without consistency, you'll never finish. But I don't want to finish. I want to keep going. Ball down low, 1-0. Greetings unto all. Good afternoon. Sean's here saying good afternoon, Mr. John. Saying some hi to some other folks. Saying Mets 13-4 and Senga with 9 Ks. Greetings, Mr. and Mrs. PAS. Down low. Pickoff throw back down to first. That was close. 2-0. Frank says the summertime cold is just horrible. Cold at any time is horrible. The 2-0. Down low, 3. Throw strikes, dude. Come on. Here we go again. Pops foul, 3-1. Elgood says going to a 6-man rotation until the playoffs will hopefully help our starters. We've been on a 6-man rotation. Gina's here saying PAS Nation. Frank saying 29 and 31. Yeah, it's a weekend. It'll be low. It'll be lower than that today. Fouled off, 3-2. Come on, Senga. We need you today. Chai's back. Or Chow. I always thought it was Chai. John C. We'll go with John C. The 3-2. Pickoff throw. Not in time. No, he's talking about having an actual cold. He's running, fouled off. We'll do it again. Senga and Senger. Salsa and Seltzer. There's another fake throw over to first. No, it's not the ump. Senga not throwing strikes. Kevin Garnett is here. I highly doubt it. And a ground ball down to third. It's in the base hit in the left field. First to third here. He just got a ground ball. And once again, the Mets infield not playing where the ball's hit. Peter Rosenberg. Down low, 1-0. We can't give up a 5 spot here. Can give up a run or two, but not a 5 spot today. Yeah, you got to keep an eye on that runner at first. Agreed, Jonathan. Down low, 2-0. I've never seen a pitching staff fall apart so bad. Now that our bullpen's doing good, our starters can't do crap. The 2-0. And that one lifted out to center. Mullins on the run will make the catch. That'll score a run. Runner held at first. 2 out and a runner on first. There's crickets. Been a while, crickets. A double play would have been great, agreed Raymond, but they got an out there. You got rid of the Pall Malls. Bounce in the dirt, 0-1. Senga's got to be up to 25 pitches here already. 22. 22 pitches. Outside 2-0. At first, it was our bullpen that sucked, and now our starting pitchers. How are we supposed to play if we make the postseason? This is unacceptable. No, he's not an ace. We don't have an ace on this team. And a ground ball to second. McNeil's got it. We'll flip it to first. That'll retire the side, but the Marlins get a run. It's 1-0. Better than yesterday, though. It was 5-0 at that point. 24 pitches, 11 strikes, yeah. Yeah, there's right now, the best pitcher on our staff right now is Nolan McLean. Yeah, exactly, John. You would think these young guys coming up pitching decent, you would think these veterans would be like, I need to get my crap together. Yeah, Jonathan says it. Yeah, I thought the whole idea was to light a fire under their backsides. But once again, welcome in everybody. Both sides are jam-packed. Love it. We got 5 people on the playback side as well. The Reds have a 5-3 lead over the Cardinals. That game in the 6th inning. Who won that game yesterday? Doesn't matter. I mean, the Mets lost, so. The Cardinals won yesterday. Jorge saying 100 likes. Hello, fam. What's up, Jorge? All right, the Met lineup today. It'll be Lindor leading off. Soto will bat second. Nimmo third. Alonso fourth. McNeil fifth. Vientos will DH and bat sixth. Beatty seventh. Mullins eighth. Mullins in the lineup again. What are we doing? Why? Because a righty's on the mound? Stop. Outside 1-0. Mullins was having a bad year with Baltimore. He's even worse with the Mets. The 1-0. Swung on and foul tipped. 1-1. Batted .229 in an Orioles uniform this year. Batting .213 with the Mets. Slugging at .333, 100 points lower than with Baltimore. And OPS is down 80-something points as well. Fouled off, 1-2. Pretty much the Mets' remaining schedule is pretty tough. The easiest set is going to be the 3-game set against the Nationals, I believe. And Lindor lifts one out to left. Hernandez onto the track will make the catch. 1 away. Frank says it. The young pitchers are putting the veteran pitchers to shame. Yep. If we think a 162-game season is difficult, it's harder for them than us. Disagree. Down low. Call the strike. Nope. Me neither, Frank. Yep, I'd play Taylor in my opinion as well, Raymond. The 0-1. Call the strike. 0-2. Tomorrow's game is at 1 o'clock. Wednesday's game is at 1 o'clock. Popped up. Foul territory. And the catcher makes the catch. 2 away. Yeah, quick turnaround to Detroit. Yep. Stanley, welcome in. Popped foul by Nimmo, 0-1. The Sox want a Tong for Roberts. Okay. Well, I'm glad we didn't trade Tong then. Outside, 1-1. Crickets, man, we probably all did. Thought we were turning the corner after the Philly series. Tong would have been wasted there in Chicago. And that one ripped out to right. Foul. 1-2. Partly cloudy day there. And that one lined out to right. But right fielder's right there. A 1-2-3 inning. We go to the second. Up to 105 in the chat already. We got 26 likes on the stream already. Let's go. I'd rather have anyone over Terens on the mound. I agree. I think if you're the team that's winning, I don't think you should be allowed to use a position player if you're the team that's winning. I am off tomorrow. It's a holiday. I feel this is a must-win. Can't have them limping into the road trip. I have not heard. Has Walker Buehler signed anywhere? Mania, the kid, and Holmes in Detroit against Morton to be determined and Mize. Yeah, right, Gina? Thank goodness he didn't get hurt. Exactly. Frank saying to tap that like and subscribe button. Let's go. Up high, 1-0. Well, if he wants to play in the playoffs this year, he's got to sign with a team. Down low, 2-0. Yeah, not yet, but needs to be signed before tomorrow. Fouled straight back, 2-1. No news on Bueller. Interest by Philly. Every playoff team should be interested. It just didn't work there in Boston with him for some reason. The 2-1. Popped up out to right. It'll go out of play. Alonso gives chase. 2-2. Boston not for everyone, right, Devers? Called. Come on, Blue. Well, after Sproat's outing yesterday, I think it's got to be Sproat as one of them. Called strike 3, got him looking that time. 1 away. Yeah, you get one of each. You get to bring up one of each, Jonathan. A pitcher and a player and a position player. The first pitch swung on a miss, 0-1. Excuse me. The 0-1. Swung on a miss at the forkball, 0-2. Blue's killing me. Keep it fair. He was a dog with the Dodgers. I don't care what the ESPN tracker said. The SNY tracker said it was a strike. Umpire called the bad game with Jonathan. Spell his name right. Bounce in the dirt, 1-2. Yeah, what'd Sproat do yesterday? Seven innings, 3 hits, no runs. Swung on a miss, he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts here. That's 3 on the day. Gamer Destroy 47 says send get his buns. So are your chat messages. Way to come up with why you feel that way. Great analysis there. Fouled out to right. Soto giving chase. Foul ball. He's got to be brought up tomorrow. I think tomorrow is the deadline. I could be wrong. Let me look. Bounce in the dirt, 1-1. No, so yeah, no. MLB players called up on or after September 1st are not eligible for the postseason. That one ripped foul, 1-2. So they have to be on the roster by 11:59 tonight to be eligible. And 7 strikeouts. Thank you, Crickets. Swung on a miss. Senga strikes out the side. There we go. We go bottom 2. Still 1-0 Miami. It'll be Alonso, McNeil, and Vientos. I don't know if it'll be Jet Williams or not. Bengie will have a good spring training next season, so my thoughts are Sproat and Williams. I was tempted to make that special iced tea. Didn't do it. Thanks for the info. He struck out the side. Yep. Charles says it's Sunday afternoon edition of MLB Baseball Action. Live stream broadcast coverage on the PAS network. Mr. John, your host, providing great play-by-play. Thank you as always, Charles. Be safe down there with some storms moving through. John, this team is testing my sobriety. Let's go, Mets. We're going to get some runs now. Let's go, Pete. Oh, it's coming from Florida and heading towards you. I'll let her know when she gets home. She's not home at the moment, unless she's outside on the patio, but she's not. She did not come in since she's left this morning. Well, the Braves didn't help. Sale pitched fine. Well, they went. The Phillies won in overtime, extra innings, right? I almost said overtime. First pitch is a strike to Pete. Gina says, "I'll take my prescribed anxiety meds." DO1. Swung on a mass, 2 to Pete. DO2. Fouled. Fouled at the plate. I don't think so. I don't think it'll be this year. Is he in AAA or is he in AA? Outside, 1 and 2. The 1-2 to Alonso. Alcantara deals. Swung on a miss, 1 away. Looked a little high, but Pete swung and missed. Here's McNeil. McNeil in his career, a .294 hitter versus Alcantara. Outside, 1-0. Wonder what Miami wanted in return. He went 1-1. Oh, called a ball 2-0. The 2-0. Foul tipped 2-2. He's in AAA? Oh, then maybe. I didn't know if he was in AA or not. I don't know where all the guys are at. The 2-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Foul balls are not strikeouts, Don. Down low. Just missed. 3-2. Foul balls are not strikeouts. The only time a foul ball is a strikeout, Don, is if it's on a bunt attempt. The 3-2. And ripped in the right. That'll get down into the corner for a base hit. McNeil on his way to second. The throw, not in time. A 1-out double. We'll bring up Swaggy V. No. Jason. Why? He's been one of the best pitchers over his last 5 starts in baseball. He's coming back from Tommy John surgery. He's getting that arm strength back. Thank you, Frank. Swung on and foul tipped, 0-1. Vientos over his last 13 games, batting .353, 8 homers, 21 ribbies. No-hitter is out of the question. That is correct. And that one fouled off, 0-2. Man, that was a late timeout. Alcantara still threw the pitch, but it doesn't count. It would have been a ball. Late time, yep. Jonathan says he's only needs to meet Ronnie now. He's met Gary, Keith, Gilbsy, and Michelle. Popped out to right. Foul. Let's see if we get it right and drive him in this time. Yeah, right, William? A leadoff triple last night in the 7th inning. And he didn't score. The 0-2. And a ground ball down to third. Over to first, 2 away. McNeil stays at second. That'll bring up Beatty. Yeah, we broke the no-hitter. Yep, Frank mentioned that already. Juliet says, let's go Mets. We need to get out of this slump. It's not the size of your circle that matters, but the loyalty of those within it. Whoa. Down low, 1-0. the 1-0. And that one chopped us first. Hicks will take it to the bag himself. That'll retire the side. We go to the third. Still 1-0 Miami. But welcome in, everybody. 111 people watching on the big side. 32 likes. Yeah, she's not here. She left. Hi, I used to be a silent listener, but I thought I'd chime in every once in a while. She finally had enough of the Mets and the Jets. She's like, listen, I know college football started today. You got the Mets playoff run. The Jets are starting. I'm out. With an empty base he can hit. Where is somebody in running he cannot hit? Who? Lito saying LFGM. How many years of this did she have with you? Well, we just celebrated 26 years of marriage, and we dated for 2 years before that. So, 28 years. Up high, want to know. Sabrina Bailey just subscribed. Welcome in, Sabrina. George, I saw George in his chat. Now he's saying good afternoon. Always appreciate it. Popped up. Foul. It'll go out of play. What game are you looking forward to broadcast this season? Ooh. And a chopper. Beatty cuts across over the first one away. I don't know. Honestly, Juliet, great question, but I really haven't paid too much attention to football yet. There's a strike 0-1. Cricket says it's not easy living with a Mets and Jets fan. Correct. Swung on a miss to the ball in the dirt. 0-2. Senga looking good right now. Yup. He did not look good in the first. But yeah, since the first, he's looked great. Raymond says he lives with a Phillies fan. I know Caps isn't here yet. I know he said Mrs. Caps is a Dodgers fan. CP is here. What's up, CP? And a chopper to short. Lindor's got it. Over the first, 2 away. Yes, we do desperately need a win today. Agreed. Ricky Green also subscribed. Welcome in, Ricky. But guys, make sure you check out CP's True Mets Talk. Does a great job of covering pre and post game. Keep you updated on all the Mets news as it happens as well. CP, make sure you drop your link here. I know you guys had pregame. Do you got postgame this afternoon? Juliet says, I live in a Mets and Yankees household, so I feel... Oh, CP, I did not get to see it. Oh, just missed. 1-1. The 1-1. Bounce in the dirt. 2-1. George says CP with the best pregame and postgame. And that one ripped in the right. That'll get in for a base hit. That splits the gap. Marcy's flying. He's going to stop at second. A 2-out double. That'll bring up Ramirez, who singled his first time. Postgame will be live today. Mellow streams. Just subscribed. Welcome in, Mellow. There's CP's link, everybody. Make sure you click it. Subscribe over there. Closing in on 3,000 subs over there. Bam is here. What up, Bam? Bam's got all day to think about his Phillies. They're the Sunday night game. And that one driven out to left. That's over Nimmo's head. It's out of here. And the Marlins take a 3-0 lead. Arthur says, hey, John Caps is lucky yesterday. He had the Mets plus 3.5. Yup. That's, Cricket's just subbed to CP. Swung on a missed 0-1. Ouch. Oh no, not again. I'm done with these guys, man. And a chopper foul, 0-2. Bounce in the dirt, 1-2. That was a hanger, says Jonathan. Yep. That swung on a miss. He strikes him out. But the Marlins add 2. Both with 2-out hits. A 2-out double and then a 2-out home run. It's 3-0 Miami. We go to bottom 3. For the Mutts. Yeah, for the Mutts. Yeah, now I'm calling them the Mutts. It'll be Mullins, Senger, and Lindor for the Mets in the bottom of the 3rd. The staff is fried. Mullins is a mutt. I don't get it, man. Just like yesterday. I mean, a lot of people that were watching early are going to tune out. Go do something else. The mopes. The mopes. That's funny. Definitely need to make changes next year with this pitching staff. Right? That's from Seinfeld. That's because it was printed on the card wrong, right? They were playing Trivial Pursuit. Well, Dylan Cease, come on. Trade Peterson and get Dylan Cease. Stop. In for a strike, 0-1. And that one ripped foul. Yeah, Jonathan, this isn't fantasy trade time, right? Cricket says Bubble Boy. Great episode. Yep. The guy that played the Bubble Boy, I forget what his real name is. He's on the Nate Land podcast that I listened to. Yep, Senga's horrible. Not the same since the injury. Correct. Jonathan. Those two were great. Looks like the Marlins dislike us. This is nothing new, Leo. The Marlins give us trouble all the time. And Mullins, go figure, Mullins strikes out. I have no idea. Foul tipped at the plate, 0-1 by Senger. Senger, excuse me. Yeah, it's on Pix 11. No. Swung on a missed 0-2. You're betting on sports. You're betting on baseball, but you don't know how things work. No. That was for the movie. That wasn't for Seinfeld. The 0-2. And a chopper to third. Over to first. 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. You should probably figure out how sports work before you start making wagers. No playoffs for you. Come back 1 year. He said, you want bread? $2. Yeah, maybe it's just me, but it might be a good idea to be knowledgeable in the sport that you're betting on. Correct. Yeah, right? Can we get whoever we traded back and send him back to Baltimore? I agree. Playoffs. Are you kidding me? We missed Scooball. We don't have to face Scooball. Oh, and never mind. Gary just answered it. You think Pittsburgh's going to take this offer? Some of you guys are going to get timed out today. if this is the nonsense you're talking about. There's a base hit in the center field, a 2-out single. That'll bring up Soto. You think Senga, Mullins, who's a free agent after this year, and Peterson are going to get you Paul Skeens? Clown. Tell me you know nothing about baseball without saying you know nothing about baseball. Eric Hills, it's time for Mullins to sit. Agreed. Right, Frank? You're disgusted. Then go become a Yankee fan. There's a strike, 1-1. Because I don't need nonsense with trades like that. You want to trade Senga and Peterson? Fine. You're not getting anybody near the quality of Skeens in return. The 1-1. And you're including the guy in Mullins who's a free agent. Charles says to smash him. Smash them free subs and hit the like button. Joe says I'm back. I was in the pool. They asked Elaine if she knew about shrinkage. She said, what, like laundry? Pitches a strike. 1-2 the count. But Lindor steals the bag. I'd trade them for a bag of baseballs. Two-out runner on second now. 1-2 to Soto. And Juan hits one out to right. Did he get enough of it? At the track, he jumps and he makes the catch. About 5 feet away from making it a one-run ball game. We go to the fourth, still 3-0. Hicks, Hernandez, and Johnston coming up. Darn, not even close, and the right fielder jumps for no reason. What do you mean not even close? Do you or anyone think Pittsburgh could give him a mega deal? No, they're not going to give him a mega deal, but they're not going to trade him for a bunch of crap pitchers and a crap center fielder. And lined out to left. That's a fair ball. A leadoff double. Bounced in the dirt, 1-0. What's up, MF? Welcome back in. Bounce in the dirt, 2-0. Fire the manager, hire me. I start McLean every friggin' day. Okay. Come on, guys. Be smarter than this, will ya? Or I'm turning the chat off. There's a base hit in the right field. It's 4-0. Crowd's booing. But you'll be fine in a couple more innings when Lindor comes back. You're all happier singing My Girl. And I got the runner caught up. This will be a double play. It's a 3-6-3 double play. 3-3-6 double play, excuse me. Hold on 1 second, guys. You need a hand?
No.
Bobby says, boy, I picked a great time to drop in, huh? And somebody put it in the chat earlier. The Mets play down to their competition. And a chopper to second. McNeil's got it. Fires. Got him. That was close. And he was out. But the Marlins had a run. 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Nimmo, Alonso, and McNeil coming up. Mets are getting spanked. Enough with that song, he said, right? McLean looks like the ace. Absolutely, Michael. Agita is setting in. All right, here we go. Bottom 4. That's all right. I knew what you meant. Inside 1-0. Outside 2-0. The 2-0. Outside 3-0. The 3-0 to Nimmo. And right down the middle, 3-1. Right down the middle again, 3-2. The 3-2. Swung on a miss. Instead of pitch, it would have been ball 4. 1 away. First pitch to Pete, and a ground ball down the short. Over to first, 2 away. The first pitch to McNeil, outside 1-0. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. And chopped foul. Still 1-2. Inside 2-2. And that one lifted out to left. It'll go out of play. 2-2. Three and two the count here. The 3-2. Fouled off. Still 3 and 2. And popped up. Foul territory. Third baseman over. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. We go to the fifth. Still 4-0 Marlins. Take a look at some other games going on right now. The Reds have a 7-4 lead over the Cardinals. That game going to the ninth. Twins up 6-0 over the Padres. Pirates up 1-0 over the Red Sox. Rays up 7-4 over the Nationals. Brewers and Blue Jays tied up 4. Mariners and Guardians tied up at 2. Angels and Astros no score. Tigers Royals no score. And the Yankees have a 2-1 lead over the White Sox in the third. Cubs and Rockies at 3 o'clock. Orioles and Giants at 4. Rangers, A's. Diamondbacks, Dodgers at 4. And then the Braves and Philly, the nightcap. Yeah, we'll see. We will see if he's coming back out. Yep, Senga's still on the mound here. 9-1-2 for the Marlins here. Sonoha, first pitch swinging. Fair ball down the left field corner. Nimmo walks over to get it. Takes his time to pick it up. A leadoff double. My highly paid draft staff for this evening. In for a strike, 0-1. Nobody up in the Mets bullpen. Well, why do you think it's a collapse when right now they'd still make the playoffs? 15-yard penalty. That's my first question. Then we'll go over your other questions. It's a beautiful bunt. Beatty's throw to first is wide. Down the line. Another run will score. The runner goes to second. E5, and it's 5-0. James says the Mets will surprise us and sweep the Tigers. No, but they'll play not necessarily sweep, but they'll play better. Lifted out to left field. Nimmo will come over. He'll make the catch. One away. Did any of us expect this after the sweep of the Phillies? No. I'll have a gummy. Waddell getting warmed up in the Met pen here. In for a strike, 0-1. I put an E5. Jonathan, what did you put? I put an E5. Inside, 1-2. Get rid of Senga, he stinks. This game hits an E1. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. I put an E5 as well, yeah. Mets decided not to try today, yep. Not swept, but lose the series. Swung on a missed. That was funny. The lead they had early in the season compared to now. Terrible habit of playing down the talent they're playing. About to get swept by the Marlins. Not swept, but lose the series. Well. Capses just want to say hello and give my thumbs up. Inside. 2-0. Rico Brun, you're going to be crazy today. Down low, 3-0. No. I don't watch that kind of stuff. That's the stuff I don't find that funny. That'd be like me doing a drunk broadcast. No thanks. Ball 4 here. Another game where Senga doesn't get through 5. Mendoza's coming to take him out. Don't need a translator when you're getting pulled from the game. If the Mets don't see a golden opportunity, then it's on management. Boo. Booing. The Mets have a 5-game lead in terms of playoffs. What are you talking about? The Mets are not out of a playoff spot, even though they're struggling right now. No fire today. This has to change. Yep. And it will. They'll be back to being better baseball team tomorrow when they play Detroit. Yeah, agreed, Jonathan. It's like they're going through the motions today. Well, why not? Why not just go through the motions when your pitcher comes out? Can't have a clean first inning. Why care? I don't get it with this circus, but Big John, you're a trooper doing this every day. Well, yes, this year is a struggle, but remember how last year was. That made it all worth it. It's just a pretzel, Jonathan. In for a strike from Waddell, 0-1. You said don't announce your departure. Right, it's not an airport. And a chopper to second. Oh, Waddell will cover. Alonso flips it to him. That'll retire the side. It's 5-0 Marlins halfway through. 3-1 on the force out. Now that's a funny name. No worries, Frank. Feel better, buddy. Mr. PAS is the man. Sorry, guys. Not really paying attention to the chat today. We do have a final. Yes, the Reds beat the Cardinals, so that'll drop a game. Well, unless the Mets make a miraculous comeback. The Mets do lose here today, it'll be a 4-game set. In for a strike to Vientos, 0-1. Raymond says, let's get something going this inning. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Let's get one run or something. Outside, 1 and 2. Fouled off at the plate, still 1 and 2. The outside, 2 and 2. Bounce in the dirt, 3 and 2. Caps is Big John. See you tonight, brother. And like always, LFGM. Yep. We'll talk to you. Swung on and missed. 1 away. Darnell says hopefully the bats can bail us out again. No. Oh yeah, Walker Buehler. He's got to sign with a team before by 11:59 tonight to be eligible for the playoffs. Swung on a miss, 0 and 2. Would Senga pitching like this again, I'd go sign him. Move Senga back to the bullpen like last year. Down low, 1 and 2. Well, he's probably mulling over different options. Outside, 2 and 2. The 2-2. Swung on a miss, 2 away. First pitch swinging by Mullins, foul ball. It'll go out of play, 0 and 1. I can't believe that many way lesser teams are playing better than we are on a stretch run. How is this even possible? Mets are not that good, honestly. With no hesitation, sign Walker right now. Fouled off, 0 and 2. The 0-2. And that one lifted out to left center field. Marcy on the run will make the catch. That'll retire the side. We go to the 6th. Still 5-0 Miami. Yeah, it is. It is good defense for the Marlins. He ran that ball down. Mendoza can't rally this team. Agreed. It should have been a pitcher's duel. Why? Senga hasn't shown anything to make anything a pitcher's duel over his last few starts. And honestly, it doesn't matter that they gave up 5 runs. If the offense scores 0, it doesn't matter how many runs you gave up. David, we better hope so. Okay. Snowman Multimedia is here. What's up, Snowman? Got the fever tonight at Golden State at 8:30. Full pregame and postgame, and of course, old school play-by-play. Guys, make sure you check out Snowman Multimedia. Does a great job of covering the WNBA over there. Make sure you post your link as well, Snowman. Swung on and missed, 0-1. In for a strike, quickly ahead 0-2. DO2. Bouncing the dirt, 1-2. Lines base hit up the middle. A leadoff single. Fouled off, 0-2. DO2. Fouled off, still 0-2. Alvarez in his rehab assignment today went 1 for 4. Jonathan Subs, I forgot to like, did you? Down low, 1-2. Two hits, Leo. 2 hits. A double and a single. And that one chopped foul to first. Still 1-2. Stunned. Stunned, he said. Man, I can't believe today's the last day of August. The summer flew by. It'll be nice to have the extra day off tomorrow. We do have the stream tomorrow at 1 o'clock, but get to sleep in on a Monday a little bit. Who am I kidding? I won't set my alarm. I'll be wide awake at 6:30 in the morning. That one out to left. Beatty. Oh, and he runs into the tarp. Hopefully he's okay. Yikes. You can't wait to get back to work. Then start a YouTube channel. You'll never... That's all you'll do is work. You'll be up all night thinking about the picks you just made for the draft. I'll be up all night. I have a name picked out, but I gotta make sure I get one of the players. And that one lifted out to right. Soto back. Right before the track. One away. Runner holds. This tells me you know nothing about baseball, Jake. You're going by what his stats say on the year. How about looking over his last 5 starts and see how he's been doing? Don't base it off of what his season stats tell you. Fouled straight back, 0-1. And that one ripped. Foul. Weimer takes strike 3, 2 away. Excuse me, his last 3 starts. 20 innings, 4 earned runs. A 1.80 ERA. Coming back from Tommy John surgery. But yet you're basing it on his whole season recovering from Tommy John surgery. No, he has not been up and down. Look, once again, gripe intelligently, please. No, I think a 6-man rotation hurts his team. The 2-1. Swung on a miss, 2-2. Yeah. So that's why I would move Senga to the bullpen. Down low. Yep, Jonathan just said it as I said it. It takes time after that kind of surgery. Correct. Swung on a miss, struck him out. That'll end the inning. We go bottom 6. Still 5-0 Miami. Peterson and Holmes are both in career high for innings pitched. Well, then that's on Stearns for not having better pitching around them then. Detroit, starting tomorrow, Michael. The Mets are in Detroit, starting tomorrow for 3. I just said it hurts the guys with longer rest, and you think the 6-man makes sense. It doesn't make sense. Pitchers are used to going every 5 days. But the Mets think they're smarter than everybody else. Probably should have started Waddell, right? What's his pitch count been recently? Does it say? Pitches, yeah. He's been throwing. He can go. What's he at? 80 pitches? I mean, he can go 110, 115 pitches, so. Motor City Mayhem. Bring up Sproat. I bring up Sproat too. I do it after the game too. Swung on a missed 1-1. I make some changes after this game. And then tomorrow you get to call up another pitcher and a hitter. And a chopper up the middle. Nice play behind the bag to throw to first. Got him. 1 away. 4-3 on the putout. Back to the top of the lineup with Lindor, who's got one of the 2 Mets hits. Tong and McLean are probably like, what did I get myself into? Why? They're 4-0 combined. And that one ripped to second, over to first, 2 away. Alcantara's now at 80 pitches, so I was wrong on the pitch count. Here's Soto. In for a strike, 0-1. Jonathan says, Waddell, 22 pitches, 17 strikes. And that one lined out to left. That'll drop in for a base hit. 3rd Met hit of the day. Yo, Gary, stop. The first pitch to Nimmo. Life's foul, 1-1. You can't play little ball when nobody gets on base until there's 2 outs. That's a problem. Yes, but I agree with Leo. Just kind of get something going if you can. But it's kind of tough to do that when nobody gets on until there's 2 out. Pickoff throw, not in time. No. No, Sharp. Nobody thinks that. Second throw over is wide. After today, the Phils will be up 7 again. Okay? Win the division again and not win a playoff series. Down low, 1-1. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Fouled off, 2-2. Fouled off, still 2-2. Watching on FanDuel, but listening to you is much better. Yeah, that was a very smart guy. That's a balk. That's a balk. So it'll go to second. The 2-2. Inside, 3-2. Yeah, that cost him a stolen base. It did. Now he should steal third. No. The 3-2. Outside, ball 4. That'll bring up Alonso with runners on first and second. Come on, Pete. Base hit here, buddy. Get us on the scoreboard. Charles is too smart for his own good. I think trying to play the matchups is a bad idea anytime. Going lefty-righty. I don't think that matters anymore in baseball. No. See, you're thinking 3-run homer, and he'll pop out. Keep the line moving. You already have your tickets for July next year? The first pitch to Pete. Down low, 1-0. Mullins is useless. I agree with Terry. Who's hot and who's not? Yeah, it does, but Mendoza doesn't think so. Swung on a miss to the ball in the dirt, 1-1. Because if that was the case, Taylor and Marte would be in the lineup. The 1-1 to Pete. Soto takes off for third. No throw. And he gets that stolen base. That's 26. Oh, I have 25. I have 25 for... the 2-1 to Pete. And a chopper to short. They flip it to second for the fourth. We go to the seventh. Still 5-0. Ted's Tours out of Lehigh Valley, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they would have given him a stolen base on that block. But I have him at 25 also, Jonathan, so I don't know. Excuse me. Let's check in on some other scores here. Oops, nope. We want scores. What time's our draft tonight, guys? 8 o'clock? Oh, you know what happened? The one against Philly got changed. The one against Philly got changed. I forgot. Oh, man. Get a nap in before we draft tonight. Dream about making sure my guy falls to me at my number 7 draft pick tonight. Jonathan, if you go to that website, you should be able to do mock drafts from your position. Soto coming towards the line. I'll make the catch. 1 away. Waddell's still on the mound here. Yeah, because I did a couple before I went live today. Oh. I think she hurt herself. Oop. Down low, 1-0. Up high, 2-0. We're up to 17 new subscribers today. Welcome in, everybody. What a month of August. Once again, thank you all so much for the watch hours, for all the views, for all the new subscribers. In the terms of views and watch time and subs, we have broken the record all this month. And just think if the Mets did better, Jonathan. Leo says, I hate these highs and lows, right? Get so high up on the sweep of the Phillies, and then we get this nonsense. Fouled off. Still 2-2. Much respect to the new subscribers. Eagles fan says, oh yeah, let's go Phillies. Let's go Phillies. We'll win the division again, but we'll lose in the first series we play. But we get to put the banner up that we won the division. Yeah, I don't know, Jonathan. No, but Tell looks like the next iPad Alcatraz inmate. Do I watch football too? I watch football too, yes. The 3-2 inside, ball 4. So a 1 out walk. I don't think it's that high, Jonathan. Correct, Mr. John. The banner is the Phillies World Series. Yep. Outside. 1-0. Yeah, stay in the actual on deck circle, and then you don't have to be told to move. Outside 2-0. The 2-0. Down low, 3-0. Go Nittany Lions, though, yep. I know it was against lower tier competition yesterday, but blowout win for the Nittany Lions yesterday. And up high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks here. Let's take a timeout until tomorrow. There you go, Charles. Did you time him out? Soto looking to get some seeds. Having these ups and downs. Oh, the Red Sox up 5-2 over the Pirates. Down low, 1-0. Not blocked, just timed out. Yeah, tank is running dry. It's 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. He said, someone get a 1-2-3 inning. This is getting ridiculous. What do you mean? Senga had a 1-2-3 inning in the second. That's it. That's it. That's the one for the game. Pickoff throw, not in time. Popped up. 2-2. Skipperoo has just came in from doing yard work. Oh boy. Lined out to right. Soto's there. 2 away. That throw over to third is cut off. Two away with the runners on the corners now. $11-16 this month. Wow. That's horrendous. Fouled off 2-2 or 0-1, excuse me. New batter here. New batter. Sandy did to us what McLean did to the Phillies, right? In for a strike, 0-2. And that one missed, 1-2. $11-16 with record home runs and runs. Time to blow up the pitching lab. Correct, Terry. No. Lindor will not be hitting next inning. He just hit this past inning. That'll be a big series against Cincinnati next weekend. And that one popped up. Beatty makes the catch and foul ground. We go bottom 7, stand up and stretch. Still 5-0 Miami. Tell, when you get timed out, that doesn't mean find the other stream and go over there. Clown. Uh-oh. Did I shut down the game? Nope, I thought I did. It'll be McNeil, Vientos, and Beatty coming up. Somehow we need to get Sandy out and their bullpen in. Only chance today. Well, that's what we said yesterday, too, and that didn't happen. Thank you, Charles. Sorry I have not been keeping up with the chat messages today. Give a like for Mr. Junkie and subscribe, making it the game fun when we struggle. Senga went 4 2/3 today, gave up 5 earned, 7 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. I don't think Gary's retiring from doing this anytime soon. This could be Sandy's last inning of work up at 93 pitches here. So we'll see how the Mets do. Because he can go about 115 if he's not in trouble. And that's ripped into right field. That'll get in for a base hit. Gentlemen, it's impossible for you to comment in every chat and focus on the play-by-play. Yeah, Frank says it. Mets must play small ball, walk singles, and then some pop. Oh, way inside. Did it hit him? It did. And the first 2 were on. That'll bring up Brett Beatty. Oh. Oh! We have an argument going on with somebody. I thought he was arguing with the home plate umpire. Apparently Vientos said something, and all the players at both benches come out. Oh, Pete's pissed off about something. Most fire I've seen from this team today. Beatty out there swinging his bat. Yep, the crowd's into it. Pete's pissed about something. Not sure what Pete's pissed about. No, Frank's not feeling good today, so Frank's not chain smoking. What do you mean we'll be lucky to get a wild card? But way to come into a Mets stream and talk smack. No hello, no hey. You weren't here talking crap when the Mets just swept the Phillies. Because you can't beat us. I mean, we have Phillies fans that are in here all the time and not talking smack. And now what's the Miami manager complaining about? Warning has been issued to both teams. If you weren't here taking it when the Mets were beating you down, don't come in here talking smack afterwards. Bam was here every night, no matter what was happening to his Phillies. He stopped in today. He's probably joining the Sunday afternoon before his Phillies play tonight. Swung on a miss, 0-1. John C. says, I had to live in Philly for 6 months for work. I was miserable too. Down low, 1-1. Don't care about warning. Mets pitcher needs to hit a Marlin. And Beatty hits a ground ball. The second baseman's got it, and they get the force at second. Runners on the corners with one out. No, 4-6 fielder's choice. Come on. That'll bring up Mullins. Oh for 2 for Mullins today. Struck out, flew out to center. Outside, 1-0. Johnson says, come on, Mullins, do something. The 1-0. And a chopper to second. They go to second for the force. The throw back, not in time. A run will score. So that'll bring up Senger. We broke up the shutout. Swung on a miss. Marte, the batter here. He's at 100 pitches. I still swing at early pitches. Deal 1. Inside. 1-1. Swung on a miss. 1-2. Called strike 3. I know Marte. His last 2 days pinch hitting have been a waste. The Mets get a run, though. We go to the 8th. Agreed, Malone. Marte can't pinch hit. Agreed. Your job is to come in and swing the bat, and he stands there looking. I can do that. Pay me the league minimum. I can do that. You'd have to quit your job. Oh well. If you paid the league minimum, I'd make a lot more money than I make now. Six straight pitches, 2 strikeouts looking in back-to-back games. Yep. No, he doesn't know anything about baseball. Modell's still on the mound here? What are we doing? Yeah, I think that was it. I think that was it for Alcantara. Yeah, it says, yeah, Waddell's still there. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Terren's the new catcher. Called strike 3. Got him looking. 1 away. No. Popped up. Nick, just subscribe to welcome in, Nick. No, I'm not DFAing Marte. I actually, if it were up to me, I'm starting Marte in left field every game. I don't have a time for a day off. Swung on a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts here. And I didn't want him on the mound. And a ground ball is short. Waddell with a 1-2-3 inning. We go bottom 8, 5-1. Marlins. Yikes, 7 pitches. And Modell's actually gone 1, 2, 3 and a third shutout innings here. But the Mets have not been able to crawl back in it. Back to the top of the lineup here with Lindor, Soto, and Nimmo. I don't know. We'll see. 3 against Detroit coming up, then another off day. And then the Mets go to Cincinnati for 3. That's going to be a big series. Nope, but the crowd will be into it, Jonathan. Acting like the Mets are winning 5-1. Our journeyman bullpen arm should be starting instead of our starting pitchers. Unbelievable. I mean, that's the right... It's a shame that that's the truth. I honestly never want to hear that song again. I agree. Fans are more interested in singing along with that than they are whether the Mets are winning or losing. They buy the tickets to play karaoke in the park. Honestly, what are the chances of catching a fish fishing like that? He's going to strike out anyway, Zaya. Don't get me wrong, the Fish are a good young team, but geez, agreed. Oh, we do have a new pitcher here. Inside, 1-1. Fauché. There's a strike, 1-2. Cricket says we haven't won a game trailing after 8 innings. Correct. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. For the couple of you guys that are in our fantasy football draft, we're 4 hours away from that. Tonight at 8 o'clock. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. And what did I say? He doesn't care, Leo. The stadium is jam-packed. That is all he cares about. Outside, 1-0 to Soto. Yep, butts in the seats is all he cares about. Yep. Outside, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Today's the day, said Skipperoo. In for a strike, 2-2. We're up to 22 new subs today. Welcome into the new subscribers. The 2-2. And swung on a miss to the pitch down low. 2 away. Exactly, Jonathan. He repeats the same thing every post game. Gary. Well, you were wrong. He led off and he struck out. Just like I said he was gonna. Swung on a miss by Nimmo. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Alcantara went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Senga went 4 2/3, 7 hits, 2 walks, 5 earned runs. The 2-1. And that one lifted out to left. That'll hit off the base of the wall. Another 2-out base hit. That'll bring up Alonso. First pitch to Pete. Right down the middle, 0-1. Pete's 0 for 3 today with a strikeout and a couple ground outs. The 0-1. Down in the dirt, 1-1. Fun. The 1-1 to Pete. In for a strike, 1-2. That actually looked like Pete, that polar bear. The 1-2. Down in the dirt, 2-2. The 2-2. Down low, 3-2. The 3-2. And then fouled off. We'll do it again. The 3-2. And fouled off again. Keeping the bat alive here. The 3-2. And that one lined, but right at the second baseman. We go to the 9th. Still 5-1 Marlins. The teams have us played perfectly all the time. Where the Mets don't have, the Mets never have guys in the perfect position. Thomas Fitzpatrick and his viewers came over. What's up, Fitzy Nation? Don't know if that was recent or not. Welcome in to Thomas's crew. What did your Red Sox do today? They won 5-2. Very nice. Giolito got the win. He's 10-2 on the year. Yep, thanks to Thomas Fitzpatrick Sports Channel. Welcome in, Fitzy Nation. I know Fitzy closing in on 2K subs over there. What's going on with the Mets? Is they don't want to make the playoffs, apparently. I know Fitzy's in our league. Fitzy, don't forget to draft us tonight. If Fitzy, you need a pitcher, I got a guy named Senga for you. Waddell will come out for the 9th. Embarrassed by another sub-500 team. The Mets have already said they're not getting rid of Mendoza, so you guys can stop. And that one lifted out to center. Mullins will make the catch, one away. Oh, Waddell can go 90 plus pitches, so he's at 54. Leo. Oh, Senga was bad. Save 4 2/3 for Senga. A push bunt, and Waddell can't make the play. That's an infield single. Now I hit a batter. I know they just got the infield single, but they just bunted for a single. Now I hit a guy. You're up by 4 runs in the 9th inning. You don't do that. He said so, a Walker Buehler type of game. I'm telling you, he's going to sign with somebody and be lights out. The 1-0. And that one ripped. Base hit in the right field. First and second here with 1 out. Guys, the Marlins are not that bad of a team. They're 8 games under 500. And since the middle of June, they're one of the best teams in baseball. So stop with the sub-500 nonsense. The Mets just did not play well this series. Don't blame it on sub-500 team. Grounded to short. Maybe Mets fans should stop from mispronouncing Sandy's last name. Maybe he'll take it easy on Met hitters. What do you mean? Well, I'm going by what it's spelled Alcantara, but the announcers are calling him or it's pronounced Alcantara, but they're pronouncing it Alcantara. So which is it? Because the professionals are calling him that. So which is it? But yet we get no response. We get somebody clowning around, making a lame comment like that, but then no response. Thanks for subscribing long enough to prove you're a moron. It'll be McNeil, Vientos, and Beatty. Mets down 4. Oh, let me set up redirects over to CP's channel. He'll have post game. Let all your frustrations out over there with him and Rob. Mets down 4 here in the bottom of the 9th. We'll be back live tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock for Mets and Tigers. CP, looking for CP here. New pitcher here is Tarnock. Yeah, wonder what the record is when Mullins starts and when Taylor starts. Well, with this loss today, they're going to be 11-17 for the month. So that's the record since trading for Mullins. Outside, 1-1. Excuse me. They love Mendoza. They're not going to get rid of Mendoza. That's pulled. Handled by Hicks. He'll take it to the bag himself. 1 away. They've already said Mendoza's starting as the manager next season. So you can... They're not going to go back on that. Now, his contract expires at the end of next year. So if he gets off to a bad start next year, they'll fire him. It'll be interesting to see who the Mets add to the roster here. Yeah, sad, right? Up high, 2-1. Elvin, stop talking. Popped foul, 2-2. Now down low, 3-2. The 3-2. Outside, ball 4. So 1 out walk. Need 2 more base runners to bring the tying run to the plate. Oh, did Charles put that in the chat and I missed it? Yes, he did. Charles says in the morning you have 2 choices. Either A, to continue to dream about your goals, or B, wake up and chase them. I'm trying to chase some Charles, but it's getting tougher and tougher, man. Mullins isn't even that big of a name. Right, Fitzy? Outside, want to know? I don't think he was a big name, though. Most of us Met fans didn't want him outside 2-0. The 2-0. Outside 3-0. Yeah, maybe he is in Baltimore, right? He's not a big name. The 3-0. Right down the middle, 3-1. The 3-1. And Beatty pops it up. Weimer, it'll go out of play. 3-2 to count. Yeah, but well, I don't know why the Mets thought he was an upgrade. Like Stearns, I don't know, because I didn't think he was an upgrade. Fitzy, just block him. Swung on a miss. That ball 4. 2 away. He doesn't want to answer the question. Get rid of him. The Phillies don't lose to bad teams. Y'all got swept by Pittsburgh earlier in the year. So stop. And if the Mets are a bad team, you do lose to bad teams. Because we just swept you. Yes, sir, William. The 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. He didn't want to answer the question. He was more than welcome to be here. He said we pronounced the player's name wrong. He didn't want to say how to pronounce it. Down low, 2-1. The 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Did he go? No, 3-1. Yeah, that doesn't help me, Kev. And a ground ball is short. They race to the bag. And the ball game is over. The Marlins take 3 out of 4, so the Mets sweeping the Phillies was pretty much for naught. Four and 3 on the home stretch here. But guys, thank you all so much today. I know we didn't get the result we wanted, but we'll be back at it tomorrow afternoon for Game 1 against Detroit. Make sure you hit that thumbs up before you head out. Consider subscribing to the channel. It'll ask you if you want to redirect over to CP's channel for Mets postgame. Go over there. Let your frustrations known over there as well. And we'll see everybody tomorrow afternoon.